Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are creating a kind of a structure for our code that we are going to build for the whole agent where we are converting our recorded video to generate a title and a description out of it for our YouTube channel. So this is basically an AI agent using a semantic kernel, and we are using process framework to create whole process of multiple agents into it. So this is a part 3, and just take a look at what we are going to build in iteration 1. So we are trying to build process like this where we will provide video file, then we will process that video file to create a transcript of the video. Then we will have two agents, basically title generator agent and description generator agent, and end. So this is our first iteration here. So we have already wrote a code to convert our video to create transcript out of it. Now we will not create an agent, but we will just create sort of placeholder for the agent, but we will create this whole process for that. Okay, so let's get started. So what I have changed from the previous time, so initially our code was in the tester folder. So I have created one function folder here in our white helper, which is going to be our main class file, or you can say our project. And I have created a transcriber.cs here and moved that function here. I have made some changes, not in the logic but in the console logs that you can see here. Okay, one more thing that I want to share. I have also created one process file here. So this is just a title description generated process. It is currently empty and there is nothing that I have implemented yet. Next thing, I have also created a step folder where we will create our steps to transcribe, then a step for the title generator agent and a step for the description generator agent, and our program.cs file, which is going to be our main file where we will be calling all the code that we have written. So let's get right into it. Okay, so first I want to show you the dependencies which are we going to use. So I have added one screenshot here. So these are all the dependencies that we will be needing. If some things are missing in your project, then please make sure to install them. I am yet to install these dependencies in this current project. I was testing some scenarios before creating this video. So this is the screenshot from that project. So if I go here and add NuGet package, first thing is semantic kernel process core and local runtime. Local runtime. Let's install this one. And the next thing that we will be needing is core. Okay, so we will have both of these now. Let's save this. Now let's get started. So we will start by creating a step first. So we will go to our step folder, add some classes here. So add class. Let's name this class a transcriber step.cs. Next thing that we want to, the next step that we want is an class, and the name which we'll give it to is title generator step. Title step. And similarly Next thing that is going to be there is just a description generator step. Okay, so now we have created three steps. Let's first go to our transcriber step, and in order to make these steps work, we first have to extend them from a class which is uh, what was the name of the class? The name of the class was kernel process step. Yeah, so we have to use kernel process, and then we have to create one kernel function inside this. We can name this function anything, so let's name it as generate or transcribe video, or we can rename it as, I'm not really good with naming the classes and methods. I'm just thinking of something good. Transcribe video to audio, maybe. Yeah, let's rename it that. Public sync task string. Here we are returning the path, so that is why. Transcribe video to audio, and let's pass the parameter here as string video path. uh, is it basically complaining about this suppression warning? So we will just suppress it quickly. Okay, now the next thing that we want to do is we want to call basically a function that we have written in the transcriber.cs. So here I have created this static class and a static method, so we will be directly using that. And if I go again to transcriber steps, so I will just be there transcription file path is equal to transcriber dot transcribe video, right? So we want this, and here we have to pass the video file path, so let's pass it, and that's it. I will add some logs here just for the sake of understanding where we are and when the code executes, otherwise it is just a blank screen, which I don't like much. We are passing it here, starting transcribe for video path is started or not. Then after completing also I am planning to add one more. Transcription complete. And list transcription complete. And let's return this transcription file path from here. Update this log here. Why is it complaining? Oh, wait, I have to await this. So I have successfully created one step. Similarly, we will create other sample steps also. So I will quickly create that and we'll get back to you. Hello guys, so I have created two more steps. One is basically description generator and just added a log there that we are generating description for this transcription file that we have received. And another is the title generator, which is which is basically just a similar function, just a different log message that we are generating title for that, and everything else you might have seen before in our code that we have generated one step for the transcriber step. Next thing that we want to do is we want to create a workflow now. So where we will create a workflow, we will create a workflow in the process. This is the title generator workflow.cs. And first, we can't directly create a workflow, so we have to first create a. I'm thinking of renaming this workflow. Let's say not workflow. Let's rename it as process builder, because this is not exactly going to be our workflow. We will just kind of register all things here. Let's rename this as process because everything here is called as process. So process builder, and yes, rename it. And the next thing that we want to do is create a static method in it which will return this process. Public static process builder dot, sorry, not dot, build process. So this is just any method. You can name this any, you just have to return process builder out of it. So build process. Okay. Next thing that we want to create here is we have to create one process builder. So where process builder is equal to new process builder, and in this we have to pass the name of the process. Here we are generating generate title and description, so we will name the same. Okay. Next thing that we want to do, what is it saying? It is probably just complaining about. Okay. Let's add it on the top level so that it will not bother us again. Okay, I'm just moving it up and down so that every it will cover every part of our code. This namespace, and before closing our namespace. Okay, so we have successfully created one process builder, and then we have to add the steps we have created to this process builder. So how we can do that? So let's create a variable where transcribe step process builder. Okay, not, why is it capital? Sorry, process builder dot, and we are basically adding our steps from the class type. So we will just add from type here, and we will pass our type which is transcriber, right, this one, and that's probably it. So we have added our first step to transcriber. Similarly, now in order to execute this step, what we have to do is we have to generate a process builder, and we have to kind of like chain it. So process builder dot on input event. So basically this is going to be our first step of the process. So we have to give this an event which is start, and once it starts, then we will call our basically flow to the first step that we have created, which is our transcriber step. And that is it. So we have added a target here where we want to set it. Let's see what is it saying. Oh, not exactly transcriber. We have to use the transcriber step here. Transcriber step. Yeah, this one. Right. After this, we have to return the process from here. So after writing this code, we have to somehow invoke this code. So how we can do that? We will go to our program.cs, which is going to be our main file. And here, first thing I will like to do here is I will write to make this method asynchronous async task. Okay. Then what we will do is we will give a video path here. So let's do that. String input video path, and I have copied this path here. Just a moment. Okay, so we have successfully given a path. Then we will create a kernel builder, which is our semantic kernel. It is not exactly needed at this point, but we will need it in further. So just writing it here, where kernel builder. We'll just zoom in a bit because I have received one comment that you can increase the font of the, so kernel builder, dot create. Okay, kernel dot create. Okay, just a moment, guys. I will add a using here. Kernel dot create builder. This is a method, and we will just build this kernel. Correct. Next thing that we want to do is build a process. So where process builder is equal to just the process that we have created, which is title description generator, maybe, right? This one dot build process. So we will get this process builder here, and now we have to build the process out of it. So it is of type kernel process, process is equal to process builder dot build. So we have kind of built our process. Okay, it is again complaining about suppressing the warning issues. So let's suppress them. Let's move them to the top and bottom. I'm not sure if there is some shortcut to just add it on the file level. Okay, so we have created a process. Next thing is we have to start that process, and so await process dot start async. Then we have to pass the kernel here, right? Then the next thing is initial event. So we have to pass an event, which in this case will be kernel process event, which is from the processes this all framework itself, kernel process. Why is it not giving me any intelligence? New kernel process. Yeah, this one. And then we have to give it an ID. In this case, we have given it an ID here, title description generator. So we will be copying same. And let's pass here. Next thing that we want to give it is a data, basically an input parameter. So in this case, it is input video path. So yeah, this is it. And in the last, we will just add an console.log where we are just saying that process completed. And I think that's the skeleton that we were talking about initially. So we have started a process. So we have created a step from the existing method that we had. Then we have added those steps to the process builder. And then here we are starting this process. So yeah. अपने होते हैं। So after some time, our transcription is complete, and as you can see, I have received all the related log. First thing is we have generated an audio file at this specific path. The next log that we have received is the transcription that is completed. So our process is basically working. That's what I want to say. Now, in order to further move on, what we need to do is we have to add these remaining steps also here. So here currently there is only one steps which is transcribe step, and we have created two more steps. So we will add those, where title generator step, new, sorry, not new, what was it, process builder dot add from type, process builder dot add steps from type, and then we have to pass here title generator, what was it, title generator step. So yes, this one, and the next thing is where description generator. So step process builder dot add step from type, description generator step, and that's it. After this, similar to this, when we are starting the event, we have to add one more here, event when our function gets completed dot on function result. Okay, I think we are missing something here, just a moment. So it will not be a process builder, so we have given it to transcribe step, so it will be transcribe step dot on function result. After we get the function result, okay, sorry, then we have to basically send event to send event at two places. So send event to first to new, and then title generator event, okay, title generator step, and similar to this, we have to add, we have to send event at one more place, which is new and description generator step, and that's it. Let's run this code once and see what happens. So as you can see, after transcription is generated, we have sent the event to generating title for it and generating description for it. In the next video, we will creating agents to fetch or decide what title we can give to such transcriptions, and also what descriptions we can give to such transcription. And that way our first iteration of this series, which should look something like this, will get completed. So we have created transcription here, then we have passed it to title generator agent and description generator agent, though agents have not created it, but kind of skeleton or structure is already there. And once that is there, we will end the process, and this is the whole, you can say, iteration 1. And once that's done, we will move on to iteration 2. So yeah, thank you everyone. If you like this video, subscribe, hit a like button so that it will reach to more number of people. Thank you, bye.